Come onto your mat in child's pose. Pose of the child. And right away, connect to your breath. In a really particular way, Ujjayi breath. Soak that breath deep, deep down into your bones. And then from bones to skin, feel for a release exhale. Inhale, grow long through your torso. Exhale, rinse it all out. Do that again. Big breath in, fill. Expand, fill, keep filling, keep filling, keep filling. Exhale, rinse. Keep rinsing, keep rinsing, keep rinsing, keep rinsing. Do that again. Breathe in. Big exhale. Feel your shins, your toenails, your hands connect to earth. Pachamama. Downward facing dog. Engage your core, lift your hips up and back. You can bend your knees, you explore. Walk your dog. Yeah, feeling your body out today. Jonathan, maybe widen your hands a little wider. Yeah, just try it out. See if that gives you a little more space, spaciousness, kind of like when you did in wheel. You can dip your hips to one side, heels to one side, and then the other. Breathe as you go. Lift your right leg up behind you without kicking over anything if you can, or dropping off the balcony or whatever you got behind you. Yeah, engage your right glute and really lift from the glute up. Reach up through your heel and then bend your knee and stack your hips open up. And then if you got kind of wonky in your shoulders, still create down dog in your shoulders, even though you're opening your hip. So drawing your left armpit up, rolling your right armpit down. Inhale and raise that leg up high, straighten it out. Exhale, lower it down. Other side, using your glute, lifting from your core. Inhale and lift your leg up. Yes, keep lifting. Take a big inhale, lift higher. Bend your knees, stack your hips. And then create a balance between your shoulders so that you're, instead of dipping to one side, you're pulling your right shoulder blade up, wrapping your left rib cage down by pulling your right armpit up. Active feet, active hands. Inhale and lift that leg and straighten it. And then with loving awareness, lower it down. Inhale, look to the front of your mat. Exhale, walk to the front of your mat. Keep your hips high, belly in. When you get forward, inhale and halfway lift, scoop your heart. Exhale, bow forward, ragdoll. Separate your feet at least hip width apart, and then take your arms either to the earth, make frames by holding your opposite elbows, or interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. So feel your foundation. Inhale, lift your toes, lift your inner arches, lift up through the pit of your belly and spread your sitting bones wide. Exhale, let your upper body be soft like water, like a rag doll. Exhale, forward fold, release your arms. Press your feet, inhale and rise up, come on up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, land your hands at your heart. Tadasana, step your feet back together. Feet are at 12 o'clock. And then create Tadasana, inner ankles back, outer ankles root. Hug your outer shins in. Rotate the inner upper thighs back. Inhale, lift your rib cage up out of your waist. Lift the front of your pelvis. Exhale, pull belly in and tuck your tailbone toward your heels to neutralize your pelvis. Draw your front ribs in and expand your back body. Head of the arm bones to your back. One Om together. Exhale everything out. Big inhale for Om. Breath in. Rinse out. Let's party. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up, belly back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, inner thighs back, toes up. Exhale, step back to the top of a plank. Place your knees down. Slowly bring your torso forward. Modified Chaturanga. Slowly lower all the way down, pulling your shoulders away from your ears and away from the earth. Low Cobra. Point your toes. Inhale, slide your hands forward, elbows up. Lift your heart forward and up. Down Dog. Lower down, pull your belly in and lift your hips up. Ujjayi. Stuck in your life, just like you're not you can play that. Exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet to your hands. When you get forward, inhale, halfway lift, draw your heart long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and shine, go up. Exhale, bow forward. Half lift, long spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can jump back, but if you do, land with your elbows bent already. Up dog or cobra. Widen out your collarbones and draw your shoulders down your back. Down dog. Wrap your shoulder blades around your back. Take a big breath in, draw your belly back and your inner thighs back. Exhale, reach down through your heels toward the earth. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, bend your knees low. Walk, step, or float. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bow forward, breathe out. Rise up, breathe in. Hands to heart. Tadasana. Sun B, bend your knees, inhale, chair. Utkatasana. Exhale, bow forward. Shirts are coming off. Inhale, halfway lift. Y'all are getting warmed up. Exhale, Chaturanga, or the sweaters are anyway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Warrior one, right side. Step your right foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down. Inhale and roll up. Draw your right ribs back, left ribs forward. Exhale, Chaturanga. You go. High to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Inner ankles hug the midline. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, left side. Plant your left foot with authority. Inhale, rise up. Chaturanga, go low. High to low. You flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pinky toenails press down. Downward facing dog. Drishti. Find that one spot that's not moving and come back to you. Come back to your breath. Hug your front ribs in and expand your back body. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, bend your knees. Exhale, floater walk. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Long, flat spine, breathe in. Chaturanga, go back. Up dog or cobra. Roll your inner thighs to the ceiling. Press your thumbs down. Down dog. Warrior one, right side. Root to rise. Inhale, rise up. Chaturanga, high to low and flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Plant and rise. Chaturanga, flow, high to low. Up dog, open your heart and your collarbones. Down dog. Breathe in. Rinse out. Do that again. Breathe in, fill. Breathe out, rinse. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Walk, step, or float. Halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Scoop your heart, look straight down. And then without changing where you're looking, chaturanga. Kind of keep your eyes right where they are. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog. Warrior one, right side. Come on up. Core in. Chaturanga low. Keep your core in as you lower down. Strong legs. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. From your core, move. Inhale, rise. Exhale, flow. And you go. I like the, some of you are added a little bit of flair into your vinyasa. Why not? Feel for this idea of being a breath generating machine. You're just filling the whole space around you with breath. A whole space inside of you. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or float. Halfway lift. That was soft. Good. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Long spine, breathe in. Chaturanga, go back. Elbows go straight back. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Warrior one, right side. Rise up, dig into your front heel, bend your knee. Chaturanga low, high to low. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Plant both feet, dig into your front heel, inhale and rise up. Chaturanga, let it go. Move with grace, with ease, and with breath. Down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Do that again. Full breath in, fill. Exhale and rinse. Inhale, bend your knees low. Look forward, exhale like a rainbow. Hop your hips high and go forward or walk. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Like throwing confetti in the air. Reach your arms up, active hands. Exhale, fold. Long spine. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Breathe out. Up dog. Claw the earth as you pull your heart through and up. Down dog. Listen for the change. Inhale, float your right leg up to the sky behind you. Bend your knee and stack your hips, one on top of the other, and flip. Flip your dog. Yeah, without landing on your dog. Nice one. So inner legs, press into the earth with your inner feet. Inhale and lift the top of your heart. Exhale, send your shoulder blades away from your ears. Some of you could go to wheel. Yeah, there you go, Molly Jane. All right. Yes, high plank. Side plank, right hand down, left arm up. Tadasana, even in side plank. It's like Tadasana that fell over. Active feet. Spin your inner thighs in. Draw your right hip forward as your left hip goes back and they stack. Lift both hips. Take a variation if you'd like. Modification means you just change it in some way, add on or take away. So both work. Release, Chaturanga, Vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Pull your shoulders onto your back. Down dog. Crescent Warrior, right side. Step your foot between your hands. Crescent Prayer Twist. Inhale, reach your heart and your arms up. Lift your back heel. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a twist. You can always be your back knee down if you want. But if your leg is up, then lift up your lifted thigh even higher. Grow long from your back heel, through your hip, through your heart, through your crown. Breathe in. Exhale, rotate your heart open toward the sky. If you want to half bind or you want to open your arms, this is an opportunity to be where you are. Santosha, contentment, and tapas right here in this moment. Both content and with the fire of your practice, always progressing. Inhale to crescent. Come on up. Open up warrior two. Extended side angle. Inhale, lift up your heart. Pull your left side low belly in. Exhale, right forearm to your thigh. Left arm straight up like you're catching a cosmic high five. If you want, right hand can go to the earth. You can do all the binding. You could go to bird of paradise. There's so many things you could do. Or you could stay right where you are and focus on breathing more. Ease your shoulder blades down your back wherever you are and open up your heart. Reach your tailbone to your back heel. Birds, come on down. Binders, unbind. Everyone, breath together. Breathe in. Chaturanga, flow, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Belly back. First head goes back last to down dog. You have another side. Inhale, float your left leg to the ceiling. Bend your knee, stack your hips, and flip. Aren't you glad you don't have 8 sides? We'd be here all day. We'd just take an hour and a half just to do this one part of the practice because you'd have to do all 8 sides. Ease your shoulders down your back. Open your heart. Maybe even look back. Maybe even reach back. Maybe even wheel. Maybe. High plank. Side plank. Left arm down or left forearm down. Side plank is actually a really advanced pose in a lot of ways because the shoulder joint can be unstable. So hug it in toward your spine, especially the bottom shoulder joint, so you get access to stability and then to possibility. What does possibility look like in your body right now? Maybe it's a deeper breath. Maybe it's more ease. Maybe it's catching your foot. Who knows? Breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Vinyasa. High to low. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Crescent Warrior, left side. Step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart and crescent prayer twist. You twist. The order of things in a twist is first, inhale, extension. Always extension first in twists. Then rotation. Upper back turns, mid back turns, abdominal line turns, like right along the navel. Stabilize your hips by lifting your right hip up and sending your left hip in and back. Breathe your body open. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, get your core active. Rebend your front knee, extended side angle. Press the floor away from you with your feet and your bottom arm. Inhale, lift and expand your rib cage up out of your waist. So Sandra, this is a bent knee pose, front knee bent. Yeah. Exhale, send both sitting bones and your tailbone to your back foot and press in. If you want to bind, you want to do bird of paradise, do it. Create it with your breath. Create ease, create joy, create the ecstatic spectrum right here. Binders unbind, birds come down. Breath in. Chaturanga, you flow high to low. Press all the breath out as you go down to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Press your pinky toenails down. Down dog. Big breath in. Open your mouth and rinse out. On this one, you're going to stick your tongue out. Big breath in. Make your dogs think you're weird. Stick your tongue out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Thunderbolt prayer twist. Bring your hands to your heart. Left elbow to your right knee. Twist. Anchor your hips down by lowering them. From your anchors of your heels and your hips, lift the sail of your heart up. Some of you could open your arms. Some of you could take side crow, whatever. Be here. Enjoy it. Take a moment to savor it. Slide your shoulders down your back. Open your heart. Inhale to chair. Hands to your heart. Draw your belly in. Twist the other way. Move smooth like honey moves. So I see some of you are like kind of jerking your bodies. Smooth it out. Like, don't mean to brag, don't mean to boast, but I'm like hot butter on breakfast toast. Like that. Smooth. Make your breast smooth. Yeah. If you want, you can open your arms. Okay, release that forward fold. Fingers to big toe pose. Separate your feet hip width apart. Wrap your toes, and you know what to do here now. So do it. But in case you forgot, get your core active. Feel the earth under your feet pressed down. Inhale, pick your belly up and spread your sitting bones. Exhale, pull with your arms. Let your elbows go to the side. Lift your shoulders away from your ears. There you go. Shoulder blades slide toward your hips. Yes. Let your head dangle. Hands to feet pose, Padahastasana, sometimes called Guerrilla Pose. Stand on your hands. Inhale with a little baby back bend, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and bow. So our teacher on N4 said, if you learn to take the jerks out of your practice, then you can also learn to take the jerks out of your life. But it starts with learning to move in a smooth way. And if you want to sway from side to side, you could pull with your arms, turn on your biceps. Let the crown of your head rinse down to the earth. Release. Crow pose. Bakasana. Some of you may choose to take Malasana. And crow pose, even if your feet are on the ground, it's still crow pose. So make a crisscross applesauce of your upper arms and your shins just below your knees. Squeeze your legs into your arms, pick your belly up, lift your heels, maybe your toes. Lift your butt for sure. If you're in Malasana, lift your heart. If you want, you can shoot back Chaturanga or walk back. Nice, Jeff. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Hop forward to the front of your mat and come into Malasana squat with your feet wide, and look up at the screen for now and watch Albina. And if you need to, you can pin her, but she's going to show you something. I can spotlight her, but you can also spotlight her. She's going to show you one-legged crow on a block. So just watch for now. If you don't have a block, you could do it without the block. Show the other foot forward because it's hard to see what's going on with your leg. You're gonna have to do the other one, sorry. Okay, so she's putting her foot on a block. Watch this, it's called Ekapada Bakasana. Notice that she's making an X with her arm. Her feet are on the ground, one foot on a block. And then she's gonna press her shin down into her arm. Then maybe with Chaturanga arms, her leg goes up. And if she wants to add extra fun to that, you can exhale, lower, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. This is called oil rigger, like an oil rig. Now she's feeling really strong. Keep your leg up, and then maybe you lift your toes off the block. How are you feeling that today? She's saying no thanks. Okay, but that's for like an advanced day as the toes come off the block. So let's start together. If you have a block, great. If you don't, you can use something like that. Place your right toes on the block to where they feel stable, or you can also have your right toes on the ground if you're more flexible. And then cross your upper arm across your right, so right upper arm across your right upper shin, and glue them together. Make an X. Bend both elbows, and then press your shin into your arms. Wrap your shoulder blades, squeeze your elbows in. Then press down into the block, press down into your forearm, lift your left leg from your glute, lift up. That can be enough. If you're feeling really strong today, you can even lift your bottom toes, or you can add oil rigger. Inhale, you lift your leg. Exhale, you lower your leg. Yeah, you're doing it. There you go. Nice. Carrie, bend your right elbow more too. You got to pike your hips up high. Okay, let's do the other side. That was fun. Now place the block under your left foot. If you don't have a block, it's okay. But you might want to step your foot back a little bit, Audra, so the right foot goes back. So the left foot can be into the right foot kind of back, so you're piking your hips up. And then press your shin into your arm. Inhale, raise your right leg up to the sky. Yes, yes. Chaturanga arms, yes. Beautiful. How fun was that? So sometimes the block, all right, release all that joy, down dog. So sometimes the block, rather than doing it just with your strength, if you keep your foot on the block, you can get the feeling of the pose without having the weight of gravity pressing you down so much. So you still get the action of the pose. That's why sometimes keeping the foot on the floor actually can help you feel it in a way that, like, once you kind of lift up and do the full arm balance, it just kind of feels like you're collapsing down. So that's just a way to play with it. All right, huge breath in from down dog. Huge breath out. Hopefully that was fun. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. The number one thing to do in an arm balance is to have fun. Exhale, walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Exhale. Rise up to mountain, reach up. Tadasana, hands to your heart. So arm balances do not mean anything. They're just for fun. Inhale, reach your arms up, go up. Eagle pose, right arm wraps under left, right leg wraps over left. Sit down into your eagle's nest. I find that when I lift up my back bottom ribs away from my tailbone, that gives me access to now tucking tailbone and creating space in my low back. Draw your right side low belly in to start to bring your knees down the center line. Release. Inhale, unwind your arms, go up. Left arm under right, left leg over right. Eagle. Flatten your back more by hugging front ribs into your body and expanding out your back body like you're going to touch it along a wall. Release. We're going to do one more of those. Inhale, reach up. Right arm under left, right leg over left. Eagle. Lift the front of your hip points up and make your belly long. Exhale, reach your tailbone to your heels. Lift your heart. Release. Inhale, unwind your arms, other side. Left arm under right, left leg over right. You go. With enthusiasm. Make the back of your neck long. Instead of cranking up your neck, make it long. Chin into your throat. There you go. Release. Inhale, unwind your arms, reach up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Fingers to big toe pose. That's also called Uttita Hasta Padangustasana. Plant your left foot down and pick your right shin up. Hold your right shin. And if you're feeling more open, hold your right big toe with your first two fingers. Straighten your legs straight out in front of you. And then draw your right shoulder back, find Tadasana. Plug into the earth with your standing leg as if you were pushing through the bottom of your mat. Inhale and lift up through the crown of your head like you're making a column holding up the ceiling. Albina, lift your heart forward and up just a little. You're leaning back some. Yeah, take a big breath in. Exhale, send your right leg out to the right. You can hold your shin, you can hold your big toe. Hand can stay on your hip, or you can send your left arm out like you're holding a platter for more balance. Feel what feels better to you. That looks good, Molly Jane. Yeah. Look, playing with your drishti, I like it. Plug down, Sasha. Plug down into the mat. Pull your belly in for more support. Inhale back to center, everyone. Hands to your hips, straighten and point your toes. Yeah, point your toes. Really point. And notice if you're leaning back, some of you are. So try to stay upright. Yes, so you're using Tadasana energy instead of using gravity. Lift your heart, pull your belly in, lift your thigh a little higher. Why not? Bend your knee, inhale, arms out, airplane pose. Swing through to airplane. And then right away, straighten your leg again. Make Tadasana. Roll your thumbs skyward. Sandra, wrap your outer right hip down toward the ground as you lift your inner thigh up, squaring off your hips toward the earth. Shoulders onto your back, Jordan. Half moon. Left arm down on a block or the earth or your shin, right arm up. Reach out through your heel. Flex your toes back toward your face so you have active, strong legs. Yes, feel how that gives you more access to your core. And then from the core up, core out, open up. Kitson, lift your leg higher. Yes. Okay, ragdoll it is. Shake it out. I know, it's a long time. I can see some of you cramping. Inhale, reach all the way up, go up. Exhale, land your hands at your heart. Say, I love my other side. Plant your right foot down and pick your left foot up. Hold your shin or your big toe and you go. What's this saying? He who hesitates, or we'll say she who hesitates, is what? Lost. So just right away, in it to win it. Draw your left shoulder onto your back like you're drawing back a bow and lift your heart. Take a huge breath in. Exhale, let your left leg go left. There's a very subtle thing that happens right at the top of your thigh bone. There's a little ball. Let it go down into the socket even as you lift your thigh higher. You can look over to the right side, get earth in your feet, draw your core in, inhale back to center. Hands to your hips, straighten and point your toe. Really pull your belly in to support your lower back here and really press down into the earth. Draw your collarbones wide. Even if your leg wants to just not do this anymore, lift your leg a little bit higher. That was it, Becky. Yes. Airplane. Inhale, bend your knee, arms out, and go. Keep your core engaged as you reach back. Flex your toes down toward the earth. Spin your inner thigh up, pinky toe edge down. Make your arms strong. Open your heart. Sasha, roll your thumb skyward more. Yes, you just lifted your heart. That was amazing. Do that. Half moon. Right arm down. Yes. Reach out like you're kicking down the door of adversity, moving through obstacles, opening your heart. Both shoulders away from your ears. Open your heart more. Maybe even look up at your top thumb with your bottom eye just to see what happens. It's playtime. Ragdoll, let it go. Oh, dang. Shake it out. Hello, outer hip. Exhale, forward fold more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Bow pose. Left foot down, pick up your right foot from the inside. Inhale, float your left arm alongside your ear. And like you're drawing back a bow, press your foot into your hands. Then, as you're aiming the arrow of your heart, send your heart forward and up. You can start to lower your arm. Take aim. I think ready, fire, aim is the way I like to live my life. Just kind of go for it, and then you clean it up. Or as Albina says, you jump and the parachute appears. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Nice recovery. Exhale, let it go. And other side, right foot down, pick up your left foot from the inside. Inhale, float your right arm to the sky, belly in. Keep your thighs relatively close together to start internal rotation of your thighs. Exhale, press your foot back into your hand. Active back foot, spread your toes. Like Iyengar said, my body is the bow. My breath is the arrow. My soul is the target. That's what we're working on here. Inhale, come on out. Exhale, release. Other side. First side again. Yay. Left foot down, right foot up. Inhale, reach up, and you go. Scoop the back of your heart. Use the bottom tips of your shoulder blades drawing in toward the spine and up toward your heart to lift your heart. Release. Slowly come out and switch sides. Right foot down, left foot up. Right away. Inhale, reach your arm up. Knees somewhat together to start. Exhale, press. Eventually, we get really essential in our movements and adding very few things, nothing in between the poses, just pose to pose to pose, breath to breath to breath, right here, shoulders down your back. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, hands to your heart without any extra stuff. Tree pose. Pick up your right foot and plug it in at the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. And this is Tadasana with one leg lifted. Root down through the four corners of your foot. Hug into the midline with your legs and with your hands. Draw your belly back. And now, if you want, you can branch out and up, maybe even out and up and back. Keep reaching your tailbone to the earth as you lift up from behind your heart. Release. Other side as essentially as possible. Right foot down, left foot up. And right away, you just get in it. And then that gives you more time to be in the experience. Asana is an opportunity to play with your old patterns, to create new patterns, to be an inquiry, svadhyaya. Where can I give myself more support here? And then where can I expand out? Release. Tadasana, hands to your heart. Easy breath in. Full breath out. Let's float. Inhale, reach up, stretch to the sky. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, you go. Hands wide. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Moving toward grounding. After all that balancing, now we ground. Step your right foot into crescent. Inhale and rise up. Core active. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. It's front heel right down the middle of your back arch. Triangle. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach your fingertips long. Send your hips back and tilt. Right hand on something solid. And then you create it with your breath, with your core, with your legs, strong foundation. Root down into the earth. Then you add water, add flow, soften your joints, soften your knees a little. Active muscles hugging from the skin to the muscle to the bones. Draw in and up. Inhale, lift the front of your pelvis toward your heart. Exhale, pull your belly in and reach both sitting bones and your tailbone to your back heel. Draw your shoulders onto your back and open your heart. Separate leg forward bend. Bring your left arm down. Turn your toes over to the left. And then you can have your hands on your thighs. So Sandra, it's separate leg forward bend. It's kind of both feet turning to the long side of your mat. There you go. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. So strong legs. Put teeny tiny little micro bends in your knees. Use that to draw the muscles of the front of the thighs up and rotate them internally, spreading your sitting bones. Draw belly in. Exhale, forward fold more. Soften down toward the earth. Pyramid. Walk your hands around to your front foot. Step your back foot in about 1.5 feet and a little to the left, so that you're not necessarily heel to heel, but wider side to side. Hands can be on your shins, the block for the earth. Inhale, pull your heart long. Exhale, bow. Dig into your front big toe to draw your right hip back as you lift your left hip up. You can sway. Jonathan, relax your neck. Yeah. Not Jonathan's, also relax your neck, even if you're not Jonathan. So you put your energy where you need it and not where you don't. So you can learn to prioritize in the pose. Where do I need engagement and where can I soften? 50-50. Sukhasthira Asana. Okay, twisting triangle. Left hand to a block or the earth, right thumb to your hip crease, drawing it back. Inhale, get long through your spine. Exhale, rotate your upper back. Maybe your hand goes to the sky if your hips feel okay, if your low back feels okay. Inhale, lengthen your left ribs in particular. Exhale, pull your belly in, hug in your inner thighs and rotate your heart open, maybe even looking up at your top hand. Or if that's straining your neck, you can look down, relax your neck. Breathe the line from your bottom arm across your heart up into your top hand, open. Feel that line of energy opening. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Let it go. That pose was so 5 seconds ago. Now we're moving on. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. You have another side. Step your left foot enthusiastically between your hands. Inhale and rise up into crescent. Open up warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Triangle. Inhale, reach, and you go. You can wiggle your triangle a little bit, scooping your bottom hip under your body, reaching your top hip to the sky, opening up. Really feel your back leg, your back foot pressing into the earth, and reach your tailbone and sitting bones to your back heel to decompress your low back. Feel for opening across your heart with your breath. Separate leg forward bend. Different arm position this time, or you could take the same one. Interlace your fingers behind your back if that's accessible. Press palms if that's happening. Inhale, reach your heart toward the mat. Exhale, pull belly in and fold. Put tiny bends in your elbows so you're not causing too much stress in those joints. And then let your arms fold overhead. Feel for washing through your core, emptying out, rinsing out. Bring your hands back to your hips. Lower your hands to the ground. Pyramid. Or piramide in Spanish. Same pose. All right. Sandra, make your legs a little longer apart, or Sasha, sorry, a little longer apart. Sandra, you actually need to step your right foot in about 1 foot and a little bit to the right. Try that. Even more right. Yeah, now feel if you can bend your front knee and draw your left hip back. Yes. All right. Twisting triangle, Parvrita Trikonasana. So Iyengar, he kind of gives a number score to the difficulty of poses. And this one, he rates at like an 8 out of 10 difficulty-wise, because you're twisting, you're balancing. There's so much happening. So if this is challenging, just know that like BKS Iyengar, who wrote basically the the Asana Bible. White on Yoga says this one's not easy. And in the midst of a challenge, in the midst of this effort, can you find ease? Perhaps by softening somewhere where you don't need the tension. Vinyasa, high to low, flow. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath in. Make a sound, ha. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, down dog. Oh, I tricked you. Yes, I did. Inhale to high plank, heart forward, belly in, collarbones wide. Exhale, down dog. Oh. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to down dog. Oh. Inhale to high plank. Lower down to low plank. And come all the way down. Left ear on the mat. Relax. Feel how good it feels. How you've moved this energy. How you've opened up. Shifted already. Inhale, let your belly expand down into the floor and feel how when you let your belly press down to the floor, it kind of opens the little muscles and bones in your low back. You can wiggle your hips a little side to side. Locust pose, chin on the mat, palms facing down. Inhale, bring up. Exhale, slide your shoulders down your back. Maybe your arms come up, maybe your legs come up. And then Tadasana, inner thighs to the sky, pinky toe side down. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back, open your heart more. Sasha, rotate your thumbs to the sky. Yes, like no, the other way. The other way. Yes, now draw your shoulders onto your back, lift your heart. Okay, come down. Opposite ear, opposite shoulder. Locust pose, second variation, chin on the mat, interlace your fingers behind your low back. If that's not available to you, you could do the first one again, or you could hold on to the very base of your butt cheeks. That's also a way to feel it without tweaking your shoulders. Inhale, rise up. Make the back of your neck long. There you go, Cheryl. Becky, look down instead of looking up for now. Lift the back of your skull. Just feel how that gets into your upper back. Tuck your tailbone toward your toes. Lift up. Good lift, Christine. Okay, come down. Release. You even had more lift. Look at that. Opposite ear, opposite shoulder. Okay. Imagine you have a ponytail and it's time to put on a bow. Catch your feet, Dhanurasana. Just see my daughters trying to go to school and it's like, you'd think they didn't have 1 million things to put in their hair because that's the last thing, they can't find it. Where's my bow? Press your feet into your hands. Here's your bow. Come on up. Like, really, you have 3,000 hair things, and right now you can't find a single one, and it's time to go to school. Active feet, inner thighs to the sky. Open up, make a bow. Feel for the opening at the top of your chest and soak breath in there. Release. Oh, let it go. Let your ear soften down to the mat. You can wiggle your hips a little. What, you want to do another bow? I feel like I can feel that. I want to do another bow energy coming through the screen. And do another bow then. I don't want to disappoint you. Go ahead. Active inner legs, internal rotation. Lift up, make the back of your neck long, put the crown of your head through the ceiling. Yes, strong lifted legs. Let your upper body take a ride with your strong legs. Press more, Rodolfo, into your hands. Yes, look at that. You're holding out on me. Okay, release. Come on down. If you're saving yourself for the dance, this is the dance. This moment is the dance. There's nothing to save yourself for, really. Yes, it's you want to like manage your energy, and sometimes we manage our energy so much that we just kind of coast. Remember, it's Santosha and Tapasya, right? It's like neither coasting nor over pushing it. Upward facing dog. Come on up. Downward facing dog. Camel Ustrasana. Set it up. And then hands so that you can remind your sacrum to reach down to keep your low back decompressed. Inhale, lift your heart to the sky. Root through your shins. Exhale, draw your elbows back and your shoulders onto your back. You can catch a hold of your feet. Lift the bottom tips of your shoulder blades into the back of your heart. Send your hips gracefully forward as you lift your heart up. Slowly come on up. Sit your hips to your heels. Place both hands on your heart. Close your eyes. Take a breath in. Right into your heart. Exhale. Feel for softening around your heart. Slide your heels out to the side. Lie down for bridge. So your toes are facing the front of your mat. Bring your feet in close so that your longest fingers maybe can touch your heel. And come on up into bridge. Press into the earth. Inhale and curl your low back, mid back, back of your heart. Exhale, wrap your thighs slightly. Imagine that you had two of those little things that go in hamburgers, you know, those little toothpicks with the little flags right at the tops of your thighs, and just roll them just gently toward each other and a little bit down toward the earth. Inhale down into your low back. Exhale, curl your pubic bone a little bit toward your navel as you reach out through your thighs. Plug into your inner feet. Lift from behind your heart. Sasha, lift from behind your heart. There you go. Okay, to come down, bring your upper back down, mid back down, curl your tailbone, low back down. Breathe in. Open your mouth, breathe out. I think you know what's coming. It's time for wheel. Get excited. Hands by your ears. Inhale, come on up. How lucky am I? I get to open my heart. It could be bridge. Chelsea, inner legs. Yeah, you did it. I'm going to turn your palms to the sky. Maybe they already are. I can't tell. Oh, there it was. Inner feet, inner hands, and come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come on up, wheel. Press into your inner legs and send your tailbone and your sternum away from one another. Get long through your torso. Really beautiful, Marty. Armpits go back and then slowly lower down. Breathe in. You're all beautiful, whether your name is Marty or not. Come on up into wheel. More breath. Okay, come down. Breathe in. Open your mouth, rinse out. Oh, why not? Let's do some more wheel. Maybe make your hands a little wider this time. And then come on up. Yes. Be a yes, right? That's one of the principles. Draw your armpits back. Send your heart through your arms. Shoulders eventually stacking over wrists. Press straight down with your hands. And come on down. Breath in. Open your mouth, breath out. Last one, best one. This is the one that changes you. Come on up. Suddenly I like myself exactly as I am. What's the deal? Come on up. Yes, yes. Widen your thumbs a little wider. Press down into your thumbs. Yes. Christine, bend that top knee. Bend it into your chest first. Bend it, bend it, bend it, bend it, bend it, bend it. Now straighten it. Yeah, so much straighter. Okay, come down. Yeah, when you do the knee bend first, it usually makes it much easier. Supta Bakasana, feet together, knees out wide. Plus, it's less strain on your low back. You can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Man, that's a lot of wheels. Feel the impact of all those wheels. They do something. Feel for what the gifts, the medicine of wheel poses and the medicine of Supta Bakasana right here after all those wheels. Each pose has its own medicine. Happy baby. Take a hold of the sides of your feet or legs, bring your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze first, reaching your tailbone to the mat. Then widen your legs, take a hold of the sides of your feet. Happy baby. Active legs. You can rock from side to side. I love rocking in this pose. You could take half straddle, one heel goes into your groin, one leg goes out, or you could take full straddle, both legs if you have the space, if that feels okay on your low back. And keep reaching more and more of your sacrum down to the mat. Release. Oh, dang, it's core time. Get excited. Scissor legs. You have some options. You can frame up your sacrum with your hands, palms down, or you can take your 4 fingers with your arms long underneath the edges of your mat, thumb on top, and pull the mat away from your face, reaching your tailbone to the mat. That can help to keep your low back glued. Don't go yet. All right, legs straight up to the sky. Bring your right leg on an inhale, 2 inches off the ground. Low belly in. Exhale, bring it back up. You can look at your belly and lift your head if you want. Inhale, lower your leg 2 inches, left leg, sorry. Exhale, come back up. Right leg 2 inches, inhale. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lower leg 2 inches, pull belly in. Exhale, come right back up. Inhale, lower right leg 2 inches. It's not very high off the ground. Exhale, come right back up, belly down. Inhale, left leg 2 inches. Exhale, right leg back, or left leg up. Inhale, right leg down. Exhale, come up. Move with grace. Inhale, left leg lowers. Active feet, flex your toes. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, right leg 2 inches. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, left leg 2 inches. Exhale, come right back up and release. Knees to your chest. That's it. Okay, bicycle abs. Twisting abs. Here you go. Hands interlaced behind your head. Change the cross of your thumb. Do the non-habitual thumb. Knees over your hips like you fell in a chair. Inhale, curl head and shoulders up. Exhale, both elbows to your left thigh, right leg out. Low belly down. And switch. And switch. Keep going. Pull your belly down. Eyes to the sky, elbows wide. If you can touch the outside of your leg, do that. Oh, that's a big twist. Yeah, keep going. If you can actually make contact with your leg, do that. Yes, yes. Keep going, belly down, low back down. Curl your pubic bone a little toward your navel. Active feet, keep going. Keep going. Yes, you're getting stronger. Yes, you're connecting to your core. Yes, you can do this. You're decompressing your low back from all that back bending, all that heart opening. Now you're reconnecting to your core. Keep going. Keep going, Rodolfo. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is Tapasya. 3, 2, 1. Just one little Tapasya moment. You can do a full body stretch if you want. Reaching your hands over your head, reaching your toes long. I love that feeling. Bring your knees into your chest. Get ready for boat pose. You can rock and roll along your spine and come up into Navasana, the boat. Or roll to one side, sit up, come into a boat. You can hold the backs of your thighs. And this one, I don't really want you to follow Albina because she kind of cheats on this one. Hold on to the backs of your thighs or bend your knees and then lift your heart up. She's probably sticking out her tongue at me. Yeah, and then maybe you straighten your legs. Maybe you release your arms. Maybe lift your heart. Yes, lift your heart more. Okay, release that. Cross your ankles. Bring your hands by your hips. Press down. Lift your butt up off the ground. Cinch up from your low belly. And then put your butt back on the ground. Navasana boat. You can even have your heels on the ground, hugging your heels in as you lift your heart up. Then you can free up your arms. Do the thing. Lift your heart more. Widen your collarbones. Shoulders onto your back. Okay, cross your ankles the other way. Lift your butt up off the ground. Maybe lift your feet even off the ground. Look at your navel. And then come back down, Navasana. Navasana. So traditionally, in between the boat poses, you know, when you do that little pickup, you go all the way to handstand. So you could do that if you feel like it. But just this little lift is a good way to start toward getting a handstand. Yeah. Pull your heart up, pull your knees up, low belly to your spine. Okay, hands to the mat. Maybe handstand, but maybe just pick your butt up and go through a vinyasa. That's fine. Nice, Jeff. You did it. Easy peasy. I think I did that like a maximum of like 3 times in my life. It's like, no, that's like a lot of work. Pigeon right side. Bring your right knee to your right upper arm and come into pigeon. Set it up. Pigeon is one of those poses where I can feel for, rather than fighting with whatever's in front of me, whatever I'm working with, physically, energetically, Instead, I can maybe learn to dance with it. You can wiggle your hips side to side slightly. Soak a deep breath down through your core and into your low back and sacrum. Exhale, feel for softening through your sacrum, through your ribs, through your heart. Let go in your jaw. Feel for ease. Where can I do less physically and receive more? Down dog. You can shake your leg out, do what you need to do. Pigeon left side. Take a big loving breath in and stretch long. And then a big loving breath out. Sometimes I think what yoga is an opportunity to love ourselves in a lot of different shapes, a lot of different ways. Handstand and pigeon and down dog. Oh, look, a new way to learn to love myself right here. Soak a deep breath in. Let your ribs on the exhale soften to the mat more. Double pigeon. Bring your back leg around to the front. You'll need to reset your front shin so it's parallel to the front of your mat. And then stack your ankle bone of the top leg over the thigh bone of the bottom leg. Flex your toes back. You can also just cross your leg, or you could use, you could put your ankle on top of a block. Then sit up tall, anchor down through your hips. You might need to scoot your hips over a little bit so both sitting bones are down. And then forward fold when you're ready. Ankles crossed is okay too. Lindsay, flex the pinky toe edges of your feet back even more. Reach your sitting bones back and down. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen through your thighs. Exhale, send your heart forward and down. Walk your hands back and sit up. And shake your legs out in front of you. Do the other side. This time it'll be right leg on bottom for most of you, left leg on top. Flex the pinky toe edges of your feet back. Pick up your hips and scooch them a little bit over until both sitting bones are down. Yeah, inhale, lengthen your heart, lift up. Exhale, if you can, if it feels okay, bow forward. To me, this pose is about surrender. If I struggle with this pose, if I fight it, it fights me back. So instead, I set the conditions. I get my core, I get my alignment, and then I just let it happen. Whatever's willing to happen today, I just allow it. And what's not willing to happen, okay. Slowly walk your hands back, sit up. You're gonna skip frog for today. Just know it would be right about now. Unwind your legs. Sit up for Janu Shirsasana. Slide your left leg out in front of you. Pick up your right knee, and then bring it to the inside of your left thigh. Turn your torso over your left leg. Inhale, get long through your spine, root your sitting bones down. Exhale, forward fold. Flex your toes back. Inhale, slide your ribs lovingly along your thigh. Exhale, fold. Forward folds are a perfect time for self-study. Svadhyaya. Energetically, the back of your heart relates to how you feel about yourself. So when you go in, and you breathe into the back of your heart, it's an opportunity to study yourself. Are you being kind to yourself? Walk your hands back, sit up. Switch sides. Breathe as you go. Right leg out, left leg in. Turn your torso toward your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Breathe into the back of your heart. If you're picking your toes, instead of picking your toes, draw inward. Walk your hands back, sit up. Both legs out in front. Paschimottanasana. Active feet. Inhale, draw your heart long. Exhale, bow forward. Breathe deep and slow. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Plug in the back of your body, your legs into the earth, sitting bones down. Walk your hands back, sit up. Tabletop. You can do the bent knee version, more like bridge, or you can do the straight-legged version, more like a plank. Lift your hips. You can look at your chest, or you can look back. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Slowly, chin to chest, lower down. Set up for waterfall or shoulder stand. From shoulder stand, you can go to plow, Halasana, the plow. Tailbone lifting up, inner thighs lifting up. Utkatasana, ear pressure pose. Bend your knees, round your spine. Curl up. If your knees reach your ears, give yourself a little squeeze and go inside. So come out very slowly and with absolute loving awareness, roll your way down. There's a fish pose here if you want it. Catch a hold of your thighs or the mat, legs straight. Lift up your heart. And then the crown of your head softly falls to the ground. Keep lifting your heart. There's variations if you want them. Hands can go to your heart. Belly can be in. You can lift your legs. You can point your toes to your fingers toward your toes. Keep lifting your heart. And release to come down, undo everything. Pull on your thighs to bring your heart up and your chin to your chest. Simple spinal twist. Bring your knees into your chest. You can do any spinal twist that you'd like. You can place your feet on the ground now and move your hips a little bit to the right and send your knees to the left. Moving into deep rest. Letting your ujjayi start to soften. Your muscles start to soften. One by one, bring your knees toward the center. Hug your knees in. Then move your hips a little bit to the other side and go to the other side. For me, the yoga practice is an opportunity to lay my burdens down for just a little while. To just be right here. And maybe you don't have to pick them back up. Bring your knees one by one back to center. And maybe the practice helps us carry on. Bring your knees into your chest. Shavasana. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, your heels away from your hips. Let your toes splay out. Take up all the space you need. Take a huge breath in, fill up. Open your mouth and let go. Let go of your ujjayi breath. Let go of your effort. Allow yourself to be held. To me, this practice is Sharanam, shelter. Shelter from the storm. Something I can rely on. And ultimately, the ultimate shelter is my own heart. This practice gives me access to my heart. Gives you access to your heart. To shelter. Take a long, slow, loving breath into your heart. And from your heart, let out. And from your heart, start to awaken. Down to your extremities, down to your fingers and toes. Moving bigger body parts when you're ready. When you're ready, stretching long or moving in any way that feels amazing. One by one, Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself some love. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll to one side. Doesn't matter which side you go to. Just trust that it's the good side that you needed to go to today. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. And use your hands to come up to seated. Sit up really tall. Radiant. Like a lighthouse. Bring your hands to your heart. Soft bow of your head. May this practice help us remove our obstacles and what's standing in the way of this connection to bliss, to joy, to possibility. Exhale everything out. Big inhale for Om. Breath in. Rinse out. And together we say, Namaste.